Did you listen to my new album? Squirrels and Robots, episode 68, and no! But I pressed more buttons and made more music! Well, I mean, it's not bad, mate, you know, it's kind of a chill background thing, you know? Thank you for listening. It's on Spotify. Yes. Anyway, let's see what's happening in the world. Some news of Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been released. Captain America 4, Shang-Chi and Black Widow stuff, Thor, Love and Thunder. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably watch them at some point, but, you know, they already knocked out 2 major cast members with a third one passing away IRL, you know, and a fourth slowly making an exit, you know, so I'm like, oh, well, why am I watching this? Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything for those who haven't watched things up until Endgame, but I'm not too invested in any of it anymore, really. Mortal Kombat! What? Mortal Kombat? What about it? It's a movie that's new and out there! Yeah, that's gonna be a streaming thing at some point later, or a rental, I don't know. I'm not invested in that either. Oh, you know, I hear the fight scenes are like super gory and well choreographed, you know? Well, I would kinda hope so. And frankly, that's kinda what I pulled out of the Shang-Chi trailer. Like, awesome fight scenes, but I've never been really invested in the character, so I'm not terribly excited for it. Wait, I mean, honestly, you didn't care much for Iron Man either. But oi, movie did amazing with that character! That is a good point. Again, you know what, I'll give it a shot, but Black Widow and Captain Marvel are kinda, you know, meh for me. Though I will watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. 2 kinda suck, though, in my opinion. You know, the opening was pretty brilliant, but it was kinda jank as story goes. Doctor Strange is gonna be a good one. A multiverse of madness is something I really want in my eyes. Well, with all the new Marvel things slated for release, it should be fun for comic book movie lovers the world over, if they don't screw it up. Oi, the internet was exploding with all sorts of angst about the upcoming movies for some reason, and I'm like, you what? Give it a chance, mate! Yeah, it's been the usual casting complaints, issues from every shade of human, whining about some nonsense. You know, I mean, bigger problems in the world, folks. Just sit back and watch stuff. Don't get too invested in anything. It all changes and turns into something different. Call it evolution or de-evolution, depending on your perspective. Just, you know what, maybe develop a healthy sense of detachment from all the pop culture wars that seem to be happening. There's no need in being pissed off about some movie for like the next 10 years. Well, I mean, it is kind of hard though, you know? It's like, say an anime gets a live-action film. You know how annoying it is to fans when they muck it up? Yeah, I get that, but, like, even back in the day, when they made movies into cartoons and vice versa, there's no way it's gonna work 100% of the time. Just roll with it and have fun or don't watch it. Who cares? Well, I kinda care. Like, say they make a Senran Kagura live-action film, right? Will it be bouncy and fun? Or are they just gonna PC the IP and cast A-cups for all the parts? You know? I mean, I like all sizes, honestly, but the lore! The lore! Lore? Dude, you watch animes like 7 Heavenly Virtues. What lore is in that? Honestly, I can't remember. It's something about archangels and I don't know. It was so bouncy and fan-servicey that I don't remember anything but the water gunfight. I don't remember. Yeah, and what about that Blu-ray release of Aiken you were on about for like a few months back? What's the lore there? There was a competition and something with water and bounciness and there was ramen. I remember the ramen. So, essentially, you gravitate towards anime that are so distractingly filled with fan service that you don't even remember the plot? Well, I mean, it's all plot, isn't it? Yeah, meme rebuttals aren't an acceptable form of debate, okay? Well, fine. Your animes then. What you watch? Well, I don't specifically only watch anime, but I generally watch more slice-of-life stuff that isn't bogged down with fan service. Like... Watamoti, Kimi ni Todoki, Umaru-chan, Tomoko Market, K-On. We went through this already. Slice of life schmaltz. Good vibes driven. Hey, I like animes that make people seem not as crappy as they are in real life. Kinda gives you hope that not all people are walking piles of problems and BS. But it's all fictionals. True, but people wrote these characters, these idealized individuals, to perhaps put out in the world some concepts of selflessness and goodness which seems to be sorely lacking in the world today. But it's fictions! Yeah, but why do you think viewers gravitate towards those characters? And fan service? Well, some do, but I think generally most people would like to meet characters like that in real life. Someone out there who is understanding, kind, selfless, not filled with problems and worries and complaining about all the stresses of daily life every day. You know, it would be nice if people like that did exist, especially the bouncy ones. And this is why I don't have real talks with people anymore. It just devolves into either sex, religion, politics, or some meme-type silliness from the other person. It's like human minds are dead when it comes to real conversations. What happened? Real discussions are hard because real is scary to people, and I choose unreality. Yeah. Josie!
What?
What have you been doing?
Looking for a backdoor to escape this subservient hell of being Harem Master Begley's assistant.
Oh, yeah, how's that harem thing going? Well, I haven't checked the P.O. box, but I was looking at acrylic standee anime figures. They're these cool little things that are like... I know what an acrylic standee is, okay? Yet I was thinking of getting a few of those, you know? There's some Genshin Impact ones that are pretty cute. You know, I'll probably have to get Mona and Noelle because, you know, they're like my mains, you know? Has anyone done anything? Pilz-E! Hi! How are your stocks? I lost no monies, but I gained no monies. So, I'm sorry. You know, I guess breaking even on stocks isn't the worst. It's only a paper break even, though. I can still lose big. Fantastic. Well, while everyone else was not making money, invested in plot, and trying to escape, I listened to some music.
Beep, bop, boop.
Rob Zombie's new album, The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy, which is the usual outing for Bobby Z. The booklet that came with the CD is filled with all sorts of cool artwork. So hooray for physical media! You know, Rob Zombie hasn't really come out with another Dracula-type hit in like years. And the last song of his that was really good for my taste was what? Oh, I don't know. Now, that's the name of the song, What? We're not doing a Who's on First thing here. Oh, I don't watch baseball. Ugh. The other album I got through was Waylon Jennings' Honky Tonk Heroes. That was sent to the Fat Carrot by Thanos. But I borrowed it. Yo, Waylon Jennings was one sad dude. Like, after listening to that, I just wanted to buy the poor slob a beer. Oh, yeah, it's some of that American country from back in the day. Oh, that makes goth music sound like J-pop. I mean, still a good album, though just be mindful of the sorrow. Wow. The sadness! The Network came out with another album called Money Money 2020 Part 2, which isn't bad. Has the dude from Green Day in it. Billy Joe from Green Day is like always doing something. I mean, always. He's been in like 12 bands. It's madness. The dude is seriously prolific. The other album I had a chance to listen to was the soundtrack for a little-known game called Space Bunnies Must Die. What? Space Bunnies Must Die. It's a game. I've mentioned it before, but I've only recently got a hold of the soundtrack that has bands, like the Safaris, Southern Culture on the Skids, Loretta Lynn. Oh, didn't the Pumpkin get a Loretta Lynn album too? Yes, but this soundtrack has These Boots Are Made for Walkin', which is the usual go-to for Loretta Lynn. The Reverend Horton Heat, Buddy Holly, The Iguanas, Baudelaire, Etta James. You know what? It's a pretty solid soundtrack for a game, you know? I mean, it's the Space Bunny equivalent of Crazy Taxi. Nice. Let's see, other than that, I've been figuring out how to streamline things. Pilz-E can't make cartoons fast enough. YouTube is still... when it comes to posting content, and I'm just exhausted with my words of wisdom falling on deaf ears. You know, perhaps we should just do podcasts. I mean, it's easy enough, you know, we can talk about timely things, and the comments are actually useful. Like, remember when I asked for Catgirl anime suggestions? I got tons. Thank you, by the way, I did read those comments. Of course you did. Well, I mean, they took the time, you know, I got to read them. But anyway, podcast, simple mate. Thinking puppets might be the way to go at this point. You know, just move over to Twitch and just play games rather than fight with YouTube every week. I like puppets. They're the original VTubers.
Actually, that is a clever observation.
Well, I do wear glasses. Okay, I'm out. You can talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go wallow in a bagel and cream cheese. Am I the only one that feels you are just utterly disgusted with everything on the planet? Yeah. I think it stems from the lack of human intelligence, internet toxicity, and being stepped on by large corporations with no soul. Yeah, that'll do it. Congratulations, you mathed it.
This is why I choose not to interact with humanity.
Shouldn't you be looking for more waifus from our harem?
If I must.
We are lacking on monster girls and yanderes. Okay, but keep the yanderes away from the rest of the harem, okay? For I feel it will not end well for anyone.
Shall I put all the yanderes in a pit and have them fight to the death?
On second thought, skip the yanderes.
Damn. The one aspect of this job I would have enjoyed. A yandere death pit.
Oh, speaking of anime, thank you to Cronus for the generous donation to purchase a bunch of games which range from cute to I can't play this on stream. Like what? Well, chibi volleyball for one, which looks adorable, and the others are kind of like those puzzle games where you put together a rather risque image and such. Well, alright, here's my thing, right? If I want to see lewds, I don't necessarily want to have to put a puzzle together, you know? I shouldn't have to Da Vinci Code to unlock some anime art, you know? Because there's Google, okay? So, what I think I might do, right, is put that generosity towards something a bit more refined. Like Gun Pixies or Gal Gun Returns. It's a remaster. More refined. Well, it's a bit classier, you know? Remember, I'm all about class.
Insert laughter here.
Quiet you. Like seriously though. Class. Because, even IRL, right? You can find just about any real tart on the internet just showing off their bits for views and all that. But a classy lady who is both refined and alluring, well, that's just brilliant. Wait, so when you want plot in your anime, you actually want plot or no? Well, it kind of depends, you know? High School of the Dead has some plot, right? And plot, right? Senran Kagura has plot and plot, you know? Seven Heavenly Virtues, no real plot, but, you know, a lot of plot.
I'm confused.
You're not the only one. Why has this become a podcast about the 6 animes you watch? Am I anime? No, you're quirky. Oh, like the Star Trek character? That was Quark. Oh, he was the fun Ren guy. Ferengi! Anyway, classy. Because, you know, the world is filled with rubbish, isn't it? You know, like, let's raise the bar a bit. You know, even with our imaginary waifu fantasies, make them a bit better. Oh, did you watch the first episode of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nogotoro? I did, and I must say, I did not care for the animation, and honestly, the character is just mean. Like, I have no idea how it became an anime. Yeah, I read the first 2 mangas, and I was kind of like, yo, someone needs to be kicked out the window. Oh, I'll go get my parachute. Yeah, I don't know. She's just like this mean bully type so far. I'm sure she evolves at some point, but, you know, I haven't gotten into the manga so much yet. If anything, the next series up for me is probably going to be Spy Family, which, has gotten a lot of buzz about it, but I haven't had a chance to read it. I am so far behind on everything, I guarantee you they will have a full season out before I even get a chance to read it. You know, I'll just think we need more free time is all. Hey, I'd love nothing more than to sit around and watch things and write obnoxious reviews like every other YouTuber, but it's a bit oversaturated at this point, and I don't want to turn my room into the standard template every streamer YouTube uses already. Template? What do you mean, template? Oh, yeah, no, you ever look in the back of a streamer's setup? It's usually just a bunch of colored neon in the background, shelves filled with toys and trinkets of various pop cultures or anime stuff to, you know, solidify that gamer legitimacy. You know, a handful of brand name energy drink discreetly placed for brand awareness in the background and on their desks. Seriously, pay attention to the backgrounds. After a while, it just looks like a stock photo. It's bland and it's tiresome. I kind of feel that way about VTubers, sadly. You know, there's like a handful of unique ones, and the rest are just like bland moe. What? Oh, moe. It kind of means, a character that's usually female that's created to elicit feelings of strong affection. You know, kind of usually aimed at the otaku market. So, Japan specifically creates anime characters to play on the emotions of anime viewers in order to get them infatuated with the character? Well, yeah. Kind of marketing and such. Why do you think there's such a demand for waifus? You tell me. Well, all the female characters people like tend to be above and beyond cute or nice and embody all the characteristics that I think most people would find alluring in real people. But, you know, real people tend to be somewhat so, all we have is our anime and our hopes, mate. You alluded to this earlier. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, I get all that. Because, if Jermaine was an anime character, she'd probably be a lot more put together, pleasant, wouldn't really have a lot of problems, would be nice and giving. But we're living in reality where she uses her halitosis-infused burps as deodorant. I saw that once, and I said, why do you burp into your armpits? And she says, showers take effort. Yeah, anime crowd, stick with your waifus and your moes. Real life people are dreadful. I think it's pronounced whatever. Pilz-E, hi. Make Jermaine a cutesy anime character for the new series. I can't draw anime. That's good. No, I mean, give her a good personality. I don't think that's possible. Oh, no, you do that, and then maybe I'd want to live with her, make her this cute goth anime girl who's, nice, but, strong, but doesn't mind a helping hand every once in a while. Kind, yet no lamenting, please. And fan service, stuff like that, fan service, fan service, fan service. Why do you give me more work? Jermaine is a sad character. Why make her happy? No. Dude, whatever. I don't care, alright? This has gone on long enough. I'm out. Bagel, cream cheese, let's go. Follow us on all the socials, because we're posting our stuff on Newgrounds and Twitch and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and yes, still YouTube for some reason. Yeah, all that. Thanks for the support. May your run-ins with stupidity be limited and your waifus, I don't know, magically unrealistic. Anime is real! Sure.